Please, can we welcome Toyin Sam Emehelu. A round of applause for her.
Okay, good morning. Good evening. I've been in here since morning, so it's as if I've slept, woken up again. Jude. Okay, so how many school owners do we have in here? You're a school owner? Okay, and how many teachers do we have in here? All right, so yes, thank you. So let me just get started. I have keywords, and that's what I'm just going to be touching on for my presentation, because of course we have very little time to run. Okay, I wanted to show us how, you know, a lot of us have been talking about data, and as teachers, how we can actually collect data, and how we can also use data in our classrooms, because it's a future skill that we need. So I'm not going to be taking my slides because of our time. So my topic is actually building teachers' capacity for school growth. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is teacher capacity. Teacher capacity. And when we talk about teacher capacity, what does it mean to you? You need to critically think and say, okay, capacity is actually a way in which I can develop myself. And then the next question you need to ask is in what area? How do I go about it? Okay, so I'm not going to be able to talk explicitly because I'm a very time-conscious person and I want to make sure I keep to time. Basically, you know that most of us, it is not what the system gave us that we're actually using now. How many of us can attest to that? Almost everyone in the room. And so it's not, you can't delegate that responsibility as a teacher. You must be responsible for your personal growth. And having said that, I have books here that can help us. How many of us know that it's very difficult for us to get generic books? When I mean generic books, books that has to do with education, application when it comes to our own niche. I'm not talking about the general books now. So I have 3 books here that can help us, especially as educators. One is written by one of my friends, Nancy, and it's called Dear Educator. And this is a compilation of over 20 years' experience. And she wrote it in the form of letter so that we could read and we could relate with. And I also authored a book called Personal Leadership for Educators. And it's also a very good book where I shared my 26 years of, sojourn as a teacher and a school leader. Okay, so now for the school growth. For school growth. As a school owner, I don't know what growth means to you. Is there anybody here? What does growth mean to you as a school owner? School growth can mean more money. Am I right? What else? I need someone to help me. I know we're tired. Sorry? Population. Okay, what about population that is not paying money? Would you consider that as growth? Okay. So it's relative, and you must first of all define what growth is to you. Growth could mean leaving a legacy or leaving a point of significance in the life of the children in your school. Are we getting what I'm trying to talk about now? So growth is actually relative, and you must be able to define what it is. Now I'm going to marry both together because I don't have time. I was at a speaking engagement last week to learn, not to speak now. And someone said something that was remarkable. And she said, the 21st century workplace is no longer you bringing your team together to let them follow your vision and work with you. Instead, the table has been turned around. It is working with your team to help them fulfill their vision so they can come along with you. Isn't that amazing? It is. And that is why the aspect of mentoring and investing in your teachers is non-negotiable. So in summary, that's basically what my presentation is all about. And I don't want to take so much of our time because we have been here all day. I just want to speak very briefly about understanding capacity development beyond quick gains. I have to say this. For those of us that are educators, getting certificates is the least that we should ever think about. But application of the knowledge that we have acquired, it is just so critical. What I do whenever I go for a conference, the first 1 week, I try to implement at least one thing that I have learned. And that's what I want to encourage us. At least one thing that we have learned. I don't know how to just rush over the whole thing. But basically, what are the 21st century skill set that every teacher must have for a school to stay in business for the next 10 years? A lot has been said, from the 4 C's to data, being data-driven, to what else? Artificial intelligence, the use of technology. So I don't want to just repeat myself. I was to talk about reasons why teachers leave. And I have the statistics from California, but I may not be able to run fully. I hope Edves will get the slide across to us. And what are the things that would bring the teachers that leave, what will bring them back? These are researches. So as an educator, we must be able to collect data, analyze data, and use data as what will inform the next step that we will need to take in the near future. Okay, so I have some tips for retaining teachers here. I mean, they are all up there, and I hope you will get the slide. I don't want to start talking over a one-on-one. But if there's anything I know, is that mentoring, role modeling, they are very critical. Okay? And then, of course, I know as school owners, please let us be able to give teachers their free time. Teachers, am I speaking your voice? I remembered some few years ago when I was leading a school. We had inter-house sport on Saturday. I had to fight for the teachers that we are not coming to school on Monday. But what we find now is that most teachers will still come and the children are nowhere to be found. But, you know, when a teacher is born out, there's little or nothing you can get out of that kind of person. So, I'll round up with skills teachers must have today to stay relevant in the next 10 years. Go digital, have a global mindset. Use Twitter chats. I know we are all heavy on Facebook. I only go to Facebook to market. I know a lot of people got to know me through Facebook. I do my marketing and I run away. I'm on Twitter and LinkedIn, learning and reading to get you stuff back on Facebook. So don't be deceived. All right? Of course, you must learn how to code and you must be resourceful. They didn't provide us. It's not going to work. Of course, research and data collection. And then you have all sorts there, both soft and hard skills. All right, so this is where I will actually end my presentation. Like I said, I'm a very time-conscious person, and I won't spend beyond my time. And for me, growth really means leaving a legacy. And that's why I came with my children, Sochi Emehelu and Mesoma Emehelu. I'm doing this intentionally for them to attract greatness and see greatness. So for the children in our classrooms, let's also work towards ensuring that we build their capacity. And for the school owners in our midst, let's learn to also build the capacity of our teachers. I know the fear they would leave. If that is the only mark you will leave in the life of another human being, I think it's worth it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you.